in there, I'm not going to spend time on. If anybody has any questions on that, catch me in the gym. It's basically a postural recorrection exercise and or a pain relief exercise if you hurt your back. Okay, and so you always want to do a warm-up before you begin any exercise. And so depending on what you're going to do is depending on the kind of warm-up you're going to do. If you're just going to go take a walk, well, your warm-up would be your walk, smaller steps probably, nice slow pace, and that'll warm you up. If you're going to play tennis, I think you need to do things like little movements. I don't see people doing that. Little movements, then maybe you speed them up a little bit, because that's what you got to do in tennis, right? All right, or golfers, if you go on a driving range, what are they doing? They're warming up, but they're going through the motions that they need to go through in order to warm their body up for the specific sport they're playing. So that's all kind of different stuff, depending on what you want to do. If you're coming into the gym and you're going to do weight training, doing the treadmill and then think you're warmed up for weight training, ain't getting it. So you need to be doing multiple type of movements for the kind of exercises you may be doing. And maybe you're using no weight with those. And then you work up, okay? Where to exercise? You can exercise at home. Actually, you can get a lot done at home. We've got this exhibit 3A through 3C. It requires no equipment at all. And as you pace yourself through an exercise routine, you can make it a little harder or a little easier, whatever you need to do. Some things on here may or may not be applicable.
Try to change your mic.
Am I too loud? Okay, so we're going to demonstrate a couple of these exercises. Again, if you don't understand something, I'll be available after class here, and I've got some equipment I want to show you guys that is either low cost or no cost kind of stuff. So that will be at the very end after the question and answer period. We'll look at the equipment that I use a lot myself. Again, low cost and some no cost stuff. We're gonna demonstrate. The first thing is going to be a push-up, and the many ways that you can do a push-up. Now, this is about the easiest way to do a push-up. Sharon's standing, she's in nice posture. Everything is about posture. Okay. So her shoulder is basically right in line with her hip, and that's how she should be, whatever position I put her in a push-up. Okay, so now before she gets tired, now we're going to take her and put her down on the chair. And again, she keeps that nice alignment, and we've increased the exercise intensity quite a bit there. Okay. Okay, and then I'll do the one on the floor. Then I can do that with one leg up. But then you can take it to any level you want on that. Okay, there's nothing that I'm going to show you today that I can't make harder. Okay? Okay, next thing we're going to do is a bridge. That's a real important exercise. It's a butt exercise. Most people in here have weak butts. You're using your hamstrings for all your work instead of your butt. So what we're going to do, let's bring you back down. First thing you do when you're doing a bridge, you do your abdominal bracing. Belly button in, Kegel movement, or punch in the stomach. Then you're going to lift through your hips. You're trying to keep your feet real quiet. If your feet are tense and you're pushing through your feet, most of that work is all going in your hamstring and you're not even getting to your butt, which is your weak body part. And you want to squeeze that together. And some of the things I've read, it's like pretend you're trying to squeeze a quarter between your butt. I can't imagine being able to do that, but maybe some people can. I can't. I haven't tried it, though. I haven't tried it. Okay, so that's the first couple exercises I just pulled out of that routine that you can do at home. We're going to go to the next one, which is Exhibit 4A to 4C. And so this is more advanced and requires some minimal equipment. There's some bands. And we've got a ball in there too. Now, we're going to have Sharon demonstrate a lunge, which she's very good at. But we're first going to do, three-quarter lunge, which would be a shorter lunge, okay? So the major thing to think about on a lunge, your lead foot has to stay flat. When you're coming back to your starting position, you're pushing through your lead heel. So push your lead heel, come back, okay? Okay, now she's going down into a full lunge. Full lunge is when your thigh is parallel with the ceiling. Again, this is the more advanced routine. You can work up to that. And there are ways, okay, and not just doing squats. When I'm thinking about that, let's have all you guys try and see if you're not stronger if you do this abdominal bracing that I was talking about. So I want you to pull your belly buttons in, feet flat on the floor, belly buttons in, brace your abdominals, and stand up. Okay? And then sit down, and now and relax like you usually are when you try to get up. Try to get up and see if you feel any difference on how much more strength you have when you incorporate your abdominals into that movement. Do you all feel that? Yeah. It's a big difference.